morning. Good morning. You join me for a review. Homeless Herald reviews products. This will be second, third time or whatever. But I'm dressed like I'm going to work today. For anyone that thinks that I don't actually work like a real hard nasty job right now. Yeah. I still have all the gross stuff like stuck to my skin. That's not gonna come off unless I just rip it off. But that's the point of the video. Today we will be reviewing a pair of boots, with the dead guy's boots. Somebody's brother passed away back when I used to work at Goodwill, and they brought these boots in. They're like, "Hey, my brother's boots. These are my brother's boots. They're brand new." And I was like, "All right, cool." I was covering for someone doing donations, so I just took them in. I've been wearing them for like 3 years. They were pretty much new when I got them. I don't even know that he wore them. Man, they're Bates. Probably can't even see it. It's like so. You know what I mean? They're Bates, but they're leather, and then like canvas mixed. The first thing that I thought would go on these was like the paracord shoestring. No, dude, like not at all. Double knotting these and just like wrenching on them, no problem. But yeah, Bates boots, Vibram soles, Gore-Tex material. Like I buy stuff from the thrift store. I got these from the thrift store, obviously, and Gore-Tex is like something I always look for. Like it's just a material, I guess, that's used like a very strong material. So anytime I look for things, I always try and find like work stuff that says Gore-Tex on it. Yeah. So like, see, my jacket over there says Gore-Tex. Some of my winter hats say Gore-Tex. Some of the gloves say Gore-Tex. It's just like it's just a material that's used like an it's expensive workwear, I guess, or whatever. It's an American-made material too, just cool. But yeah. So I've been wearing these for 3 years. I've worked in like various different environments. Outside, you know what I mean, getting wet all the time, just like super gross. I've worked with chemicals like bleach and chlorine and stuff. Things that like for sure dried my boots out. Like I watched my boots go from like well moisturized to like 6 months of only working on hot tubs and stuff to just like drying out real bad. I never oiled these. I never did anything to them. Um, they were doing great. Like I say, I mean they've. So I have a real bad problem, and it's not the boots problem at all. It's my own thing. Maybe you can see it, but I wear down the soles. Like I drag my heel, so like real bad too. So I ruin every pair of shoes that I own. Usually they don't go more than like a year or something. Yeah, and these just got like a nice tuning. Clearly, I drag my right foot way more. Yeah. But yeah, like these were going fine. Like I say, like 3, 4 years. I've had them since at least like 2020. But then they sprang a leak. You know what I mean? I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, they sprang a leak in the in between the soles area, which I could already tell. Like I was like, oh, dude, because a few weeks ago I seen where like I could see between like the top layer of leather and where it was sewed together. But yeah, these were great. I don't know. Again, I didn't buy these new. These are kind of expensive. But as far as like combat boots, like if you had anyone that I like combat boots, I guess I don't know. Um, I need to wear boots so I have like good ankle support. It helps for me. These actually didn't have a lot of ankle support. These have like very minimal support, to be honest, compared to the other boots I'm probably gonna have to swap to. But I just liked having like the extra support of a higher boot. Made it so my legs didn't hurt as bad. Um, Same thing with my feet. Like I remember when I first started working on like concrete floors, like I had to have a special pair of like Timberland Pros or whatever, just so my feet didn't hurt so bad. But my feet aren't as bad anymore. Um, yeah, I usually wear like two pairs of socks with these two. Like it got to the point where like they had kind of gotten a little bit big and stuff. So, but yeah, like one of the brass, all the little like eyelet pieces and stuff are brass. Like I say, these would have went a lot longer, I think, if I would have maybe hit them with a little bit of oil and stuff every once in a while. But dude, 3 solid years out of like a really nice pair of boots, and like I say, I'm hard on stuff. Like I don't really clean stuff or do nothing. Like I dig at my current job, like the entire like inside. I mean, these are pretty tame, but like you can see like at the top where it's like goo and like just junk, and all of this would just get filled, and so I just scrape it out with like a sharp object. I know these boots just I don't know, man. They did so well, right? Like they did super duper well, and they lasted a really long time, like surprisingly long time, I guess. Because yeah, these are like the only pair of boots that I've been wearing anytime I work for the last like 3 years or so. And yeah, I just like them. Like they're super nice. I say weather, but with the canvas and just like super flexible. Like I don't know. If you know something that's like nice, like kind of like light boots, I guess these would be good. I don't know. These are light in comparison to like heavy work boots. Like let's see. These are a bit smaller. These definitely weigh more, but they're steel toes. Some Rocky boots. And the boots that I'm gonna swap to are this is pretty much the same thing, just a different pair of combat boots that I found at the thrift store for like $10. Just Gore-Tex Belleville, made in the USA, just like combat boots. These are not gonna be as nice. I have to break them in, but yeah, Vibram soles, Gore-Tex. It's just not exactly the same. I assume this is leather, but yeah. Like I say, I just like to review anything that like stands the test of time or that like shows its worth. Because again, I bought brand new boots, like brand new $160 boots, and I think two different pairs of them like were done. Like two different pairs of them were done within like the first week because I was kicking pallets. Like I had to like kick the front of a pallet and I'd kick the toe off. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? And I had a lot of used boots that I'd kick the toe off of, so it was a common problem for me to just like have the toe kick off of the boots. And even even the boots that I got that like had the nice soles for me, so that my feet didn't hurt on the concrete floors, they only last like a year and a half before the sole kicked off. So again, like the fact that these lasted 3 years before they kind of split right here is pretty good. And then like I say, like one of the brass like eyelet pieces where you lace up started to snap a little bit, but I mean, dude, I'm like yanking on these. Like I'm putting double knotting them and everything. And like I say, like you can tell that the leather's like, maybe you can hear it. It's very rubbery now, dude. And it's just like, yeah. I just appreciate that these stood the test of time. And also I appreciate, things that come from the thrift store. Like, things that, continue to have use. Like I said, I don't think that the dead guy wore these, but even if he did, I don't know. If I'm being honest with myself, most of the things in my apartment, dead people have used. Like, I mean, dude, like, you're telling me the person who purchased this is still with us. For sure, still with us. You know what I mean? The person who used to run this cash register with us. Ah. Yeah. Like I said, I just appreciate these boots. I appreciate how long they went. I want to put out a review on something. You know what I mean? Yeah. Bates boots. Probably the best like combat boot I've ever seen. If I made more money or if I was a construction worker or something, I'd probably just get those. But I've already bought a bunch of boots that I'll just rotate out as I need them, I guess. I'm just gonna swap to the thing that's like the next closest thing. But again, like I would actually spend my money on these. Like if I needed a pair of boots, I would actually spend. I forget what it was, like 100. Lots of boots are like $150. I would spend like the $150 that these were, because I looked them up on. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, just great pair of boots. Like, went like a really long time in super gross environments that surprised me. See you guys. Peace out.